trying to beat me to it.
Oh.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at 3 very different Bates storylines that all point to the same bigger question. How much of what we see online is real life, and how much of it is branding? From Carlin's dream home excitement, to Josie's rare honesty about motherhood, to Katie's rumored long-term move to Florida, the latest updates have viewers talking for completely different reasons. Before we get into the newest moments, it helps to look at where each of them stood just before now. Carlin Bates Stewart had just been riding a wave of visibility, especially after receiving strong public praise from Kelly Jo Bates and continuing to position herself as one of the most active faces of the family brand. Josie Bates Balka was still viewed as the polished and independent sister whose business and lifestyle content seemed calmer than the drama surrounding others. Meanwhile, Katie Bates Clark remained surrounded by questions about her marriage to Travis Clark, with viewers wondering whether the couple's image could fully recover after months of speculation. This week, all 3 stories moved forward at once, and the reactions were impossible to ignore. The first major update came from Carlin, who posted a high-energy house progress reel showing new milestones in the renovation of the family's future home. She and Evan Stewart turned the visit into a date day, blending construction updates with sponsored lifestyle content. In the video, Carlin celebrated the arrival of a large support beam, showed newly painted rooms, and highlighted a bold green playroom for the kids. Her caption captured that excitement, explaining that they never know what they're walking into with house progress, but love turning each update into a date together. The tone was upbeat, fast-paced, and very much in line with the energetic style followers expect from her. The Instagram comments reflected both enthusiasm and growing fatigue. Some followers loved seeing the progress and praised the design choices, especially the playful room colors and family-centered layout. Family members like Josie and Whitney Bates also joined in with supportive reactions, but mixed into that positivity were more critical responses. One viewer directly asked Carlin to stop the constant hand motions and finger gestures, saying they were distracting from the actual content. Another suggested that every update now feels overly animated, as if the performance matters more than the progress itself. Those comments pointed to a larger shift in audience mood. Some viewers still enjoy the excitement, while others feel the influencer style is becoming too much. That criticism became sharper on Reddit, where a thread titled, "She has ramped up her influencer speak and influencer hand gestures," gained attention quickly. The comments there were far less forgiving. Some users described Carlin's presentation style as exhausting, saying every sentence now sounds like a commercial. Others mocked the house renovation as if it were a 4th child, joking that the project has had a longer gestation period than expected. One blunt reaction told her to grow up, while another argued that the home may look beautiful on camera, but the content around it feels increasingly performative. There were also concerns about large power lines visible near the property, with some commenters warning that practical issues were being ignored in favor of aesthetics. Whether fair or harsh, the thread made one thing clear: Carlin's biggest strength, her high energy, is also becoming her biggest point of criticism. From there, the conversation naturally shifts to Josie, who took almost the opposite approach this week. Instead of another polished reel, she opened up through an Instagram Q&A and gave followers a more personal look at life behind the scenes. One first-time mom asked for advice on the newborn stage, admitting she felt nervous about what was ahead. Josie responded thoughtfully, saying the newborn phase is actually her favorite, and something she would relive again and again. She acknowledged that mothers are exhausted, healing and adjusting during that time, but described it as a tender and fleeting season. She added that while the sleepless nights can feel like the hardest part, they pass quickly and become memories sooner than expected. That answer felt very on-brand for Josie, warm, calm, and able to find beauty in difficult seasons. But the more revealing moment came with another question. How does she manage working while raising 4 children? This time, her answer was much more practical. Josie explained that after having Brooks, she stepped back from many of the responsibilities she previously carried, and that change made a major difference. She admitted that even working part-time for a few hours a day with 4 kids can feel very chaotic. Then came the most relatable detail. She said she now handles most of her tasks and editing at night because that is what works best in this season of life. That response gave followers a rare contrast to the effortless image often associated with her brand. Behind the clean photos and polished visuals is someone working late, adjusting priorities, and trying to keep up with the demands of motherhood. Many viewers appreciated the honesty, with some saying it was refreshing to hear a more realistic version of balancing family and business. Others pointed out that this is exactly why audiences stay interested in Josie. When she drops the polished surface for a moment, she often feels more relatable than ever. While Josie was opening up about controlled chaos, Katie's storyline was moving in a completely different direction. Reddit lit up over a thread titled, "Well, it looks like Katie and Travis have moved to Florida indefinitely," which pulled together several clues suggesting the couple's stay in Florida may be far more permanent than temporary. Users pointed to Florida license plates in recent videos, visits to places like Gatherland, and attendance at a more modern church in the area as signs that Tennessee may no longer be home base. The caption of the post suggested the move could be strategic, both a physical reset and a way to step away from the pressure and judgment connected to their previous season of controversy. That idea quickly fueled dozens of reactions. Some commenters believed Florida offers distance from family scrutiny and a chance to rebuild privately. Others argued it could also place the couple closer to supportive relatives, especially Alyssa Bates Webster, who already lives there. Still, many reactions were skeptical. One commenter argued that peaceful beach clips and church reels do not automatically equal healing. Another said the move looks less like a fresh start and more like a backdrop change for the same unresolved issues. Several users referenced Travis's recent return to Katie's content, saying the combination of relocation and image-friendly family videos feels carefully timed. Even small moments from their posts, like scenic sunsets or church outings, were interpreted by critics as attempts to project peace rather than prove it. At the same time, some users defended the couple, pointing out that relocating for mental space, support, or a new routine is not unusual after a difficult chapter. They argued that not every decision needs to be reduced to strategy, and sometimes a move is simply a move. But as with so much surrounding Katie right now, the audience remains split between those who see genuine rebuilding and those who see polished damage control. Taken together, these three updates reveal how differently each sister is navigating public life in 2026. Carlin is dealing with the downside of constant visibility, where energy and ambition can start to read as performance. Josie is showing that even the most polished image depends on unseen late-night work and honest adjustments behind the scenes. Katie is trying to move forward in a marriage and family story that many viewers still approach with caution, no matter how peaceful the new setting appears. What connects all three is the growing gap between presentation and perception. Each woman posted content designed to share progress, honesty, or stability. But once those updates reached the public, they became something else entirely. Debates about authenticity, image, and what audiences are willing to believe. That may be the real story here. In today's online world, content no longer belongs only to the person who posts it. It is immediately filtered through opinion, history, and suspicion. A house update becomes a conversation about performative influencing. A Q&A becomes a window into hidden exhaustion. A relocation becomes a theory about escape or accountability. So now it's your turn. Which update stood out to you the most? Carlin's house progress, Josie's honest motherhood answers, or Katie's possible permanent Florida move? Do you think viewers are reading too much into these moments, or are they seeing what's really there? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and your perspective always adds something new to the conversation. And if you want more deep dives like this, don't forget to subscribe.